Today I'm going to be doing a first impression on a new mascara here in the UK. It's the Maybelline, the Colossal Spider Effect. Now, I have seen a couple of reviews from American YouTubers on this mascara, and it's been a bit hit and miss. It's a little bit controversial because the idea of this mascara is that it's meant to make your lashes look like spider legs. And you know, like, that is kind of the look that a lot of people are trying to avoid with mascaras. So I just feel like Maybelline have been a little bit bold here. But anyway, there must be a demand for it somewhere. And actually, I myself am quite a big fan of the, you know, quite, not clumpy. I don't like the word clumpy, but I like my lashes to have a lot of volume to them. I'm not so bothered about length because I do have fairly long lashes. Although the lashes on this side seem to have got a bit shorter recently, which that's a bit of a mystery. Also, I know that my face isn't matching my neck today. I've just come off the back of doing a first impression on the L'Oreal Infallible Stay Fresh foundation. So that's going to be coming up soon on my channel. I don't know which, that'll probably come after this. But yeah, I'm well aware that I'm not particularly in sync with my neck right now. But anyway, we're going to not care about that, and we're going to get straight on to testing out this mascara. Packaging right there. I realise I never show the packaging. There it is. Quite basic. Not really very excited about the whole situation of the packaging, but it cost me $6.99 from Superdrug. I believe that it is exclusive to Superdrug right now because I'd been in Boots prior to Superdrug and I hadn't seen it in there. So I do believe right now you can only get it in Superdrug. Whether that'll change or not over time, I don't know. But if after the review you think, yes, I'm going to go out and buy it, then go to Superdrug. By the way, I don't know why I've just been here like this. Awkward. She's so awkward. If you ever come to my channel and expect that it's going to be very polished and, you know, to the point, it's never going to be like that, ever. So anyway, this is the wand. And as you can see, it's quite an interesting one because I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but can you see how the spikes that it does have on it, and there isn't really that many, are extremely short? It looks like a vase where you've got like the bulbous bit at the bottom and then it kind of goes up to like a tip. I'm sure I could have described it as something much better than a vase. The spikes that are on it are extremely short, and then it extends up to this kind of narrower bit, and there are literally, well, there's not really any spikes on that narrow bit. Okay, so I don't know if this is just me, but it really grinds my gears when they insist on putting stickers that are really impossible and just tricky at best to remove on things. Like when they do it on the bottom of your shoes, or when they do it on, like, this is the worst, TK Maxx photo frames, lovely decorative photo frame, and then right in the middle of the glass bit, that is the bit that everyone's going to look at, they stick the price sticker on there, and then you have to get it off, and then it leaves a mark that is forever tainting the photo that you lovingly put in there that you want to display to all your friends and family. So annoying. But this has done the same thing. Look, this big massive huge irrelevant sticker was stuck right over the bit that I wanted to read. It says here, new spider brush. There was nothing about this brush that made me think of spider. This brush does not make me think spiders at all. Like, I've seen quite a lot of spiders in my life, and none of them look like this brush at all. They could have at least put some little comedy eyes on there or something, because I'm not getting the whole spider theme here at all. It says bold volume and pointy lash effect. Pointy lash effect. I don't know if pointy lashes are ever something that I've been gearing myself up for, but here goes. It did say as well, I read the instructions. I did. I was very prepared today. I read the instructions and it just said to use the pointy bit, the bit with, because on one side of it there are no spikes. Can you see there? So it said to use the bit with the spikes to work from root to tip, and then use this bit here where the spikes are non-existent to do the inner corners. And there was another part to it which I've completely forgot now because apparently I'm terrible with instructions, but we'll just wing it. Let's just see what we do. It's kind of difficult to see what I'm doing here. Can you hear the boys crying downstairs? I can just hear them saying, "Mummy, mummy, mummy." Andres weed on the stairs as well a minute ago because the gate was shut and he couldn't get up to go to the toilet. It's very, very tricky trying to have time. Andres is shouting me. I can't not go when I'm being shouted. I'll be one sec. Okay, so, I mean, it's going on nicely. I can see, though, can you see how my lashes, they are clumping together? I mean, that is a big thing. I would definitely agree. This wand is making my lashes clump together. I can see the theory behind using the end with the non-existent, like the tip of it, with the non-existent spikes on it. I can see the theory about using that for the inner corners. Oh my gosh, can you see? I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but it really is clumping my lashes together. This is probably going to be an extremely disliked mascara by a lot of people, especially if you're someone that likes very kind of fluttery and just like perfect lashes. I don't think you're going to like this because, I mean, it is a little bit tricky to work with and you are in effect making your lashes look clumpy. Can you see? Like my lashes look clumpy, but one thing it is doing is making them look super voluminous because it's bringing them all together and then kind of wrapping them with the formula. It's making them look super voluminous, which I'm not hating. Like, I'm liking this, but I can see that a lot of people are going to be not liking this. It just depends. I mean, you know, personal preference and all. I'm liking this. I'm liking it. Can you see the massive difference? I mean, look at this situation I've got going on. I mean, look at those lashes. You can see there the volume in them. I'm liking this. Even from like back here, I think you can still see my mascara, my lashes. You can see my lashes. Can you see them? I don't know. Does it look like a little spider on my eye? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side and then we'll go back and we'll do a second coat of each. So yeah, there's still nothing about this one though that is making me think that it looks anything remotely like a spider. Okay, by the way, I'm a huge fan of spiders. Like, if there is like a, you know, a particularly big one, it does freak me out. But generally, like, I'm a huge fan of spiders. I just love them. I always teach my boys to treat any living thing with respect and care, and it really upsets me when people kill spiders. Please, I know this is a completely off topic right now, but I'm going to just make my little plea. Please don't kill spiders. They're living things and it really makes me upset. Do you know what? My lashes are actually looking like spider legs right now. They're actually looking like little spider legs running across the floor, freaking people out. This mascara is really good. I'm actually enjoying applying this as well. I don't know how good it would be for like every day because I do feel like you have to spend a bit of extra time just like applying it. Sorry, we are resuming normal services now. I do apologise. There's a slight little production issue there. So yeah, so this is after one coat. I'm really liking this. I think it's just made my lashes look so voluminous, which is like my #1 wish with my lashes. It's definitely made them look really lengthened as well, but it also has made them look like clumpy, and I think it's the clumpiness that has made them look voluminous, which I'm not hating this, but I can see that this mascara is going to be very much of a either love it or hate it type situation for a lot of people. People are going to get kind of freaked out by the clumpiness. It just depends what you're personally into. Me, I'm kind of into the kind of more messy, not so like perfect look because that just defines me as a person. It does, like all the time. Look, my face isn't even matching my neck right now, so that's where I'm at right now in my life. Just going to do a second coat just so we can try and amp it up a little bit more and just see how it reacts to a second coat, because there are lots of mascaras out there that are doing well and then they just fail and crash and burn on the second coat. L'Oreal Feline mascara. I'm looking at you right now. You were one of those ones that didn't last it through the second coat. Oh, also, I don't think this one is a particularly like second coat kind of mascara, because as I'm trying to kind of like brush the formula through, it's almost like it's set from the first application and it's kind of hard, so it's making it quite tough to really do much other than ball up, which is annoying me right now. I don't like the balling up. I'm loving the whole clumpy thing, but don't be balling up on my lashes, because that is unacceptable, quite frankly. So I'm just going to see how easy it is to do the old bottom lashes, because again, that's another thing that I always like to test when I'm testing the old mascara out. One thing I will say as well that I'm really noticing now I've moved on to the lower lashes is that this, you know, the narrow bit at the end, which doesn't really have any real kind of bristles going on, it does actually make it super easy just to capture all of those wayward lashes in the kind of outer corner and the inner corner. It makes it really, really easy. I don't know if you could see that there, but I feel like because it doesn't have long bristles, it doesn't really interfere too much with the lash. It just kind of coats them really nicely. Have you guys seen that new Hourglass mascara that's about £1 million and it's not got any bristles on it whatsoever? It's just like a smooth, like it looks like a screwdriver but without the indentations on. That's probably a really bad comparison, but have you seen that? It's like silver. I mean, that's a crazy mascara if ever I've seen one. The word gimmick does come to mind. No bristles does actually help apply mascara, which is really bizarre. Okay, so I think that I'm just going to finish there. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just going to have just one big eyelash, which is not a desirable look. And I do have a tendency of taking things too far. So right now, I'm using my little amateur finger technique. Again, this is not a technique, this is what I always do. Whenever I apply my mascara, I always just go in with my fingers afterwards, because I'm too cheap to buy eyelash curlers, and also they freak me out because I always think they're going to just rip off my eyelashes. They seem quite the torture device. Okay, so there we go. What are we thinking? I'm really liking this. I mean, it is pretty comparable to this one, which is no surprise because they're both the Colossal kind of line by Maybelline, but it does remind me a lot of the Colossal Chaotic Lash, which again is a very kind of hit or miss product. You either love it, you either hate it. The idea of this one is it's meant to make your lashes look chaotic, like they just don't give a care in the world. They're just doing their own thing and rebelling against everyone. I personally love this one, which is why I felt quite optimistic that I was probably also going to like the Spider Effect one. I feel like they are very similar in the sense that they give you the same kind of tussled, messy, not so perfect, like not so perfectly sculpted look, but they're very effective at making your lashes like just look like wham bam. I'm in the room 10 minutes before you are. Everyone's going to notice those lashes because they're looking super duper cool. They also remind me a lot of 60s lashes, you know, when you see like Twiggy. For some reason, I'm just getting like Twiggy vibes now. Like they look kind of like false lashes. I don't know if you would agree with me, but they're giving me false lash kind of feelings right now. And I don't wear false lashes because it just seems rather unnatural to me, and I wouldn't have a clue how to apply them. All in all, I'm super impressed with this mascara. I think it's phenomenal. Other than it being quite similar to the Chaotic one, I think the wand is completely different to any other wand I have in my collection, and I really like it. I would definitely recommend you give it a go, particularly if, like me, you're not afraid of a bit of clumpiness. I think that if you want to have a bit more of like a, you know, full on, probably more maybe nighttime appropriate look, although I would happily rock this in the office and make no excuses. Like literally, life's too short. $6.99, which is one of the, you know, more affordable drugstore mascaras. I've just noticed now, like with L'Oreal, their mascaras are really creeping up in price. Maybelline's prices are remaining fairly low. So I definitely would recommend you give this one a go, but expect that it is going to be quite clumpy, so you know, don't go into it thinking that they're not going to be clumpy. You're going to have some clumpy lashes. I'm going to be wearing this mascara today. If it starts to flake or whatever, if anything just outlandish happens, I'll write it in the description bar below. Thank you as always for watching, and I will be back soon with more videos. Bye. A little close up as well so you can see. Okay, gosh, my eyelashes actually feel a bit heavy, which is really weird. Like, I think of all the mascaras that I have, this is probably the one that is the most like false lash looking. So anyway, I'm really going now. Bye.